38. Just showing this leaving scene again so that we can see the final cutscene that I haven't gotten to see before, actually, because I chose to stay last time. At least I'm pretty sure there's a final cutscene. I actually haven't watched it before. Yep, there we go.
As a reward for successfully completing his investigation, S.T.A.L.K.E.R was offered a promotion to colonel and the position of mission coordinator. He declined the opportunity to work at the HQ and submitted a personal request to be sent to the zone as the USS Permanent Observer.
So he wants to stay there?
The information about the development of psi devices obtained by S.T.A.L.K.E.R alerted USS commanders. All the information gathered on X-designated laboratories was removed from military archives and filed as top secret. All personnel working in the zone were ordered to prevent the disclosure of information about the laboratories at any cost. Several experimental samples were made on the basis of technical documents for Item 62.
Gauss rifle.
Following a set of test trials, it was decided not to go ahead with large-scale deployment of the weapon due to the high cost of ammunition. Nonetheless, it would be reasonable to assume that further development of the Gauss rifle is ongoing. Skadovsk became home to any and all who could reach it. Fierce stalker resistance did not stop the bandits from making regular and ultimately unsuccessful attempts to establish their so-called order on the ship.
Those assholes.
Despite this ongoing struggle, the Skadovsk carried on its unique brand of life. Following the destruction of the Bloodsucker Lair, it's unlikely that anything could significantly change the state of affairs on the Skadovsk. The old ship became a temporary center of stability in the ever-changing world that is the Zone.
I like how it
A
is
fragile
determined on
balance
what I
was
did.
reached between freedom and duty squads at Yanov Station. Tired of the endless struggle, fighters of both factions started leaving their squads and joining the Free Stalkers. The scientific expedition, organized by Professors Herman and Ozerski, was a success. The data they collected facilitated the development of groundbreaking medicine and technology, which prompted the Ministry of Education to allocate additional funding for researching the Zone. Gary's stories about the Army's fate scared stalkers away from Pripyat. The few who dared to venture into the city ran into inexplicable phenomena, which added further dark strokes to an already gloomy picture of the dead city. Organized mercenary squads continue to be active in the Zone. Their interest in the secret laboratories is becoming increasingly difficult for USS operatives to ignore. Attempts to establish the identity of the client who hired the mercenaries proved unsuccessful. The area around Yanov Station continues to attract growing numbers of stalkers. The lack of dangerous mutants and abundance of anomalous areas have led to the area being referred to as a treasure trove, with increasing regularity.
Thanks to me.
Rumors of Zulu's fate reached the leader of duty, General Veronin. Counter to most expectations, Veronin decided to posthumously award Zulu with the Silver Shield, duty's highest decoration.
Rest in peace, Zulu. Sorry I let you die.
Vano headed off to the freedom-controlled military warehouses, where his cheerful personality and optimism quickly earned him the popularity they merited. Ultimately, he took charge of a small group of researchers involved in investigating anomalous areas. A new group appeared in the Zone. They are well trained, but their objectives are not known. Rumors say they used to be monolith fighters. Their leader is known as Strider. Senior Lieutenant Sokolov continued to take part in flying missions over the Zone. During one such recon flight over Limansk, his aircraft was shot down by mercenaries. 2 weeks later, he was picked up by a patrol near the cordon. Within a month of his rescue, Sokolov had left the Air Force, joining a civil airline instead. Having found out about his friend's fates, Cardin gave up dreams of a stalker career. Having overcome his alcoholism, he moved to Yanov, where he partnered up with Nitro to set up a full-service repair shop. Both technicians gladly devote all their spare time to building a vehicle that could operate in the zone.
That's a perfect picture of Cardin and Nitro.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R passed on the information he obtained on his trip to the Chernobyl NPP to the USS commanders. This prompted the government to create a scientific institute for research of the Chernobyl anomalous area. S.T.A.L.K.E.R took up the position of chief scientific consultant to the institute.
Notice there wasn't one girl in the
When
game.
Colonel Kowalski, commander of the Stingray Group, returned from the zone, he was forced to explain the reasons for the failure of Operation Fairway. Following a dragged-out investigation and the brass's failed attempt to make him the fall guy, the colonel was finally given an honorable discharge.
It's fucked up. Scapegoating him. Glad I got to watch this time. I wish I would have watched it the first playthrough. I didn't even know this was here. I should have known, though. I mean, it's pretty obvious that there should be some kind of ending more so than just the helicopters. Alright, guys, so that's it. 88 videos. That was my longest Let's Play so far. It also got the most attention, the most comments, and thank you guys so much for supporting me through doing this. Your comments and just people's overall enjoyment is why I pushed through and continued with it. And it was fun for me too, of course. More games will be coming soon, of course, still playing a few. And again, just thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it more than you can imagine. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm just going to let these credits run through until I'm out of time.
Остались слезы среди камней, растворяя осколки грез, мы вспомним друга былом. Тень ошибки из детских слез, с ней живем. Время жить, время повторяет бег, но реальность ранит хуже всяких бед. Забываем о призвании свысока.
I like the names. Not any American names. Oh, and there we go. Thank you guys so much.